Sim Update 11, the 40th anniversary edition, is the biggest release of the year, and it's taking shape. We have all the new build details, as well as what's currently being fixed and approved, as well as all of this week's big announcements and release news. So let's jump into the video. Before we jump into this week's announcements, in these videos we try to bring you all the flight sim news in one place. So if that sounds right up your taxiway, please click that subscribe button, as 72% of people that watch the Oz Flight Simmer channel are not subscribed. It really helps us grow the channel and shows your support, and I really appreciate it by hitting the little red button. Thank you. Pre-flighting in this week's announcements and previews. The first one goes to Turtle Beach. This week they have announced their new flight sim hardware, which is the Velocity One Flight Stick Universal Simulator Controller. Wow, that's a big name. This is one multi-purpose flight stick that supports both PC and Xbox. The stick has a large range of controls options for all types of flying, has 8 high precision axes that allows you to control all types of aircraft any way possible imagined. Throttle controls and flap control inputs are on each side, along with a grip base that can be used to adjust the stick. The stick includes an integrated display on top of the stick, which shows your trim, the chrono timer, and also current axis inputs. 2 hat switches are located at the top of the grip, as well as along with a touchpad. The stick comes with 27 different buttons that are all programmable, and they are backed with RGB lighting. The Velocity One flight stick will release on 19th of November, and pre-orders can be done over at the Turtle Beach website right now. I will leave a link in the description below so you can go and check it out. The next announcement for the week goes to the team over at Iris Simulations. They have planned to release its in-development PC21 early in October. However, we are now at the midpoint of the month and it's not released just yet. This week we were treated with a teaser of the PC21 over at CG Aviator channel, who is one of the beta testers of the PC21. From the video we can see a high level of detail inside and out, including the cockpit functions and systems. Both the front and rear cockpits are modeled, and you can actually switch between either one. The teaser showcased how impressive the sound set is available for the PC21. No details on release or the price at this stage, but from the looks of it, we could be any day now before we do receive a release. If you want to check out the full video teaser from the CG Aviator YouTube channel, I'll leave a link in the description below. Blackbox this week have teased us with their next development project, which is the Short 330. It's been a while since we heard from the team after their release of the Trislander, and now they've revealed their new aircraft. The team, our last couple of releases have been well received with great praise for the level of detail, and we should expect to see the same with the 330. The Short is a very versatile aircraft that can carry passengers and cargo into small airports, and it's great for short hops. The team showed a one and only screenshot over at the Microsoft Flight Simulator forums this week with no additional information about the aircraft. Of course, we'll keep you posted on any more new development news when it comes to the Short 330. Just Flight this week released some news around the CJ Simulations Eurofighter Typhoon arriving tomorrow. This was released over the Just Flight Facebook page, and it will most likely be available and released by the time you watch this video. The Just Flight team linked a video to a preview of the Typhoon, which the creator goes through in quite detail about the aircraft. From the looks of the video, the first aircraft from CJ Simulations appears to be very detailed, and from what we got from the video, you should expect to see 16 liveries, a HUD that can be translated to your screen, high level of detail for auto animations, and auto throttle for Super Cruise. Once released, you can pick up your copy of the CJ Simulations Eurofighter Typhoon directly through the Just Flight website. I'll leave a link for the in development page, so you should be able to find it from there. Taxiing over to this week's release news, and the first release for the week goes to Next Level Racing, as last week they released their all new range of flight simulator chairs. The Next Level team have teamed up with the Boeing company for the official partnership, which is pretty big news. The next generation of flight sim chairs have been updated with all new features, and this was driven by feedback from the community, which should provide simmers with a more immersive experience than ever before. The release of the next generation includes 3 new cockpit chairs. 2 of those have been co-designed with Boeing, for both a military and commercial use, and the commercial chair comes with the iconic Boeing fluffy seat and blue trademark colors, while the military comes with a jet fighter theme. The next level has its own version and it will come with a fiery red with color. Stay tuned as we will be reviewing the Boeing version of the cockpit on the channel soon, and if you missed the video this week, we also reviewed another cockpit simulation. I will leave a link in the description below so you can check out that review video. In our next release for the week, this one goes to the team over at UK 2000. This week releasing the Spaceport of America. The Spaceport of America is located in New Mexico in the US, and it is the world's first purpose-built commercial spaceport. The spaceport is licensed by the FAA for aviation operations and welcomes tenants such as Virgin Galactic, UP Aerospace and Spin Launch. The spaceport is equipped with a 12,000 foot runway along with a dedicated pads for vertical launches. Currently, no commercial airliner service or GA aircraft is active at the spaceport at the moment. Features included in the package is a full detail of the buildings, realistic ground markings, high-res ground imaging, detailed airport vehicles, PBR materials are being used, internal tower and building details. You can pick up your copy of UK 2000 Spaceport America directly from their store, link in the description below. Vertical Sims this week releases its latest airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is Syracuse Hancock International Airport. Syracuse is a joint civil and military airport. Currently, it's not serving any international flights. However, it sees plenty of domestic, commercial, and GA traffic, around about 1 million passengers a year. Vertical Sims base of the airport is the 2022 layout and boasts a large number of features, which include a full one-to-one interior of the landside and airside and the control tower, 3D animated people 2022 accurate layout, custom taxi layout, and several animations including ASR and cargo radar, a runway, guard lights, AC fans, and ATC controllers. Static aircraft are being scattered throughout, and you can pick up your copy of Vertical Sims Syracuse Airport directly from their store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Apex Gaming PCs and the Oz Flight Simmer channel have partnered up to create a range of gaming flight simmer PCs tailored to flight simulation pilots in mind. The private pilot and the commercial pilot range has been designed to provide a great frame rates if you are on a budget or if you're an experienced simmer and want to take your simming to the next level. You can even customize to suit your virtual pilot needs. Links in the description below if you want to check out the new range of Oz Flight Simmer PCs, the private pilot and the commercial pilot. Lining up on the runway for this week's sim update news, and the Microsoft Flight Simulator team is hard at work preparing the biggest release of the year, which is Sim Update 11, the 40th anniversary edition. Last week the team released the beta to the public for testing. This beta only includes the core features of the Sim Update 11. It doesn't include any additional such as gliders, helicopters, and the 40th anniversary bonus content such as the DC-3 or the Airbus A310 or the Spruce Goose. They are still on ice until the full release. The team this week mentioned they are still on track for the 11th of November release for the update, and with feedback given for the first week of testing of the beta, they released a new build which is 1.29.25.0 of Sim Update 11 to testers earlier today. The new build includes several crashes to desktop, fixes across the title, ongoing performance optimization, including fixes to memory leaks and also fixes to the cursor improvements in the world map. Fixes to graphical artifacts on the cockpit screen when using DX12, rendering rainbows have all been fixed and put back in the sim. Live traffic with some bugs have been squashed and some aircraft life improvements. I'll leave a link in the description below if you'd like to check out the full patch of the notes for build 1.29.250. With saying that, only having a few bugs that they needed to fix with 1 week of testing is pretty good in my point of view, and it's probably a stable build. But we should imagine we'll see more builds like this as it's leading up to the last 3 weeks of the release for the update. A new development roadmap was released this week. There is no new surprises this week, but the key dates to look out for is a discovery video next week featuring gliders. The week after that we'll see a new discovery video, and this one will feature helicopters, and of course a new development roadmap which will feature January through to March updates. We should see this around about November the 28th to December the 2nd, and will give us a bit of a look at the outcome of what we should expect for early next year. Moving on to the InSim Marketplace update this week, we've seen 31 new products are released. 15 of these are on PC and 16 of these are on Xbox. This week we haven't seen any new aircraft releases, which is pretty much all the releases are sceneries, livery packs, and airports and mission packs. This is pretty much to be expected with the next sim update only a few short weeks away. I tend to find that aircraft developers will hold out and wait for the release of the update before they release their products. If you got this far in the video, thank you very much. You guys are a bunch of aviation legends and I appreciate the dedication and thank you for the support. If you are new to the channel and you haven't joined in one of our multiplayer streams for a large group, we stream 3 days a week at the moment on Wednesdays and Sundays at around about 7 PM GMT plus 10, and also now on Friday mornings at 9:30 AM GMT plus 10. Come and join us, it's a lot of fun and we have a lot of flyers that normally fly with us. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. It really shows your support and helps grow the channel, and I'm going to leave you with another flight sim video that I think you're going to like, so why don't you stick around and check that one, and I will see you over there.